All right, good people. This is Detox.
Yeah.
Fully staffed today.
Fully staffed, bro. That's big shit, bro. Got to be a holiday or something going on.
Gotta be a holiday.
Gotta be a holiday, man. It has this man in our presence, dog.
No holiday.
The players' holiday always though. As always, you know you got me at ADV Cope, partner in crime, always on the scene with me at T3031 Inc. and that third piece of the puzzle, T at T Streets.
Streets, what up, bro?
What's up with it, y'all?
Man, you tell me, man. It's been a
Just
minute
laid
since you
back,
sat on the
chilling,
purple
bro.
couch with us, bro. We know you've been working behind the scenes, man, which we appreciate. We can't move unless that's being done. But you on the couch with us, dog. Like, people ain't heard from you.
I appreciate it, man.
They saying this thing where like they I heard that somebody said like you will never catch T Streets and Detox Dex in the same room together.
Shit.
They say you would
Alter
never
ego.
They say you would never catch them together.
Alter ego.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if it's just some shit the streets talking about or what. I don't know,
think
bro.
Dex still gonna show his head somewhere.
Okay.
I think he's still gonna show his face, man.
For sure.
You know, Dex a wild dude.
He's a wild dude, bro.
But as y'all can see, as always, you know, we're here to report the news of the day as well as, you know, address some topics.
Definitely, man. Our take on things.
Our
and
take
this crazy
on
life
things.
we live.
We had some good conversation over the last few days, but it's a special thing because we got the third piece of this three-headed monster with us, T. So
let's give him a minute. Shit, bro. Speak to the people, bro. What's up?
yeah, go ahead. Talk. Tell us what's been going on, man. You've been a part, or your city has been a part of a major part
moves, yeah.
of the civil unrest, and that's St. Louis. Lost one of,
And it's actually going back too when you think about it, right?
right.
This goes back.
Right.
St. Louis wide. Okay.
Right, it does. So, how's that been impacting you guys' city? Like, what's the feel like out
What's
there?
the climate like? Yeah, for sure.
Man, it's pretty much segregated. For real.
So nothing's changed. Like it's.
Yeah, man, ain't nothing really too much change.
Have you noticed? I guess with protesters and things like that, have you noticed allies on our side that could have maybe surprised you? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a lot of different faces out there, man, pushing the BLM movement.
Yeah.
A lot of,
That's
Caucasians and Asians and
Hispanic.
Hispanic. I
You
can't
think
say.
you can't say?
But
Yeah.
they pin us against each other sometimes.
They do.
It's pretty much different than it used to be because now you see that. You know what I'm saying?
for
you
sure.
see a lot of different cultures
Right.
colliding and getting together and doing things now. So it's pretty much, that's the change.
I got a question for you though, right? And I think the media runs to like Chicago a lot when it comes to urban crime.
Very much so. It's an easy target.
My question though, like I know St. Louis, they are heavy. Like the streets are heavy out there. There's gang activity and all that type stuff, right?
Sure.
That we have people that we are close to that might be in those trenches. My question to you, bro, like with everything going on, COVID-19 and like you said, the civil unrest all over America as far as like the cops doing us wrong or whatever, right? Do you think street activity has kind of calmed down,
Man,
given, or are they turning up? Like, what's the, you know what I'm saying? What's
honest, bro? They turning up.
You think it's more crime being done?
I mean, it's still the same to me.
It's still the same.
Still
So
black
no
on black
different.
crime.
So
You know what I'm saying?
no.
The younger generation
What they
is
call
like
it,
taking over.
But you don't think it's been it hasn't scaled back because of the movement that's going on?
Scale back or even turned up more. Like, I just want to know if there's been a change, or are we looking at a steady, you know what I'm saying, steady pace?
Steady pace.
Has it been
Flatten the curve. It's like it.
We play around in corporate America. You know what I'm saying? If corporate America is taking a
hit,
shift or a hit due to everything that's going on, I want to know what the streets talking about. Like, Are we taking a hit? Media is taking a hit. You know what I'm saying? It's like all plateaus of life.
Oh yeah,
there's some kind of change.
Yeah,
we're not going to necessarily say a hit because it may not have been negative.
It may not have been negative. For the most part, for most people,
it's definitely a hit. It's definitely a hit.
Got you.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a hit.
For sure.
It's slow. It's slow everywhere.
I got you, but you know we also running into election time. I'll be telling people
all that
be having a way. Anyway, we're not talking drug culture on the show. We're just talking about again how
drugs in the culture.
Drugs in the culture. That's not our fault. We didn't call for this. You know what I'm saying? It's just history. What else we got going on, bro? Like
a few topics. I think we want to tackle. Like the biggest thing going right now, to be honest with you, is this crazy interview with August Alsina on the Breakfast Club, and him.
I got some feelings.
Knocking on that, Jada down for the last few years.
I got feelings. I got feelings on that.
I do as well. You know, I wasn't there. You weren't there, so you know I can't nobody really 100% say, but those three people that's involved. But you know,
was the third person there? Was Will supposed to be there? I know I'm
jumping ahead of the game. He co-signed it.
I understand that, but was he physically there?
Was he there in the room?
That's weird. That's what I'm trying to say. We'll get
not
there.
For them though.
I'm jumping. Well, we don't know.
Not for them.
In the corner. We're jumping ship. So, bro, can you give us the specifics of what's going on with this August Alsina, Jada Pinkett, Will Smith thing? What's the specifics on? What do you?
To my
what's the background with that whole thing?
And correct me if I'm wrong.
What's up?
What August is saying is he's had an intimate relationship with Jada.
How did he come in their lives? The Smiths' lives.
To my understanding, it was through what's his name?
Jaden. The son. Yeah.
The son. He
went to a concert with him, I guess, back in 2015.
Correct. And he got introduced to the family.
And he was introduced as pretty much someone that was going through things that needed to be healed.
Oh, okay.
He's going through some mental type of things.
And I do believe that.
He expressed this to Jada at the time, and her whole, I guess her mission was to try to help heal this guy.
Was it? Did she?
Listen, okay, so what else do we have? So what we understand is, what we understand is through that relationship,
something else have blossomed. With the blessings of the relationship, supposedly.
Okay, so now, like, this is, can I tell you the issues that I have with this, right?
Go ahead.
The issues that I have with this, right, for starters, is August Alsina, you know, we all have our issues, you know what I'm saying, with our family and how we may have been raised and love we may have not received from the right people. We all had these stories, right?
Right.
But to me, a major part of his career has been a bit of a clout chase. Like you've exposed issues with your family, issues, you know, about your bipolar. I don't know if you're bipolar. You've exposed a lot of these things, and to me, it's always been surrounding a project that you're about to release.
Yeah, didn't he drop something?
Even over a little over a year ago.
Yes, did he just drop it or he about to drop it?
He's about to drop it. And again, this is again now
about
a year ago. No, you fine, bro. I'm telling you,
I'm just saying, man, that's sucker shit, bro. My bad.
No, you cool, bro. Look, so about a year ago, he released a song that hinted to the fact that he was messing with Jada. In the song, honestly, the shit just didn't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? It did. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of his songs have.
That's also true, bro.
Actually, since maybe the first one with Trinidad James. The big single he had. That's kind of how he blew up, but that's neither here nor there. You remember that?
I don't, but I remember Trinidad. That all gold.
That shit was bracking back in the 80s.
Shit was bracking.
And I don't know if this gonna get cut, but that shit was bracking back in the day.
T shut a whole party we threw down.
Was that the Treehouse?
Yeah, the Treehouse. T shut the whole party down.
Trinidad was out there?
Yeah. T was fucking with it then. It was then, yeah.
Shut it down.
Song was hard.
He shut that motherfucker down.
Shut
Anyway,
down.
you sure?
Hey, we could throw up some steals of that if we got any, but that was a good night.
Right.
That was a great night, man. Shout
night.
out. We'll take some time out to shout out to the artists that was involved, my uncle and shit. Shout out to Labib, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to, bro, we had street execs in the building.
Rest in peace, too.
Bro,
we had my grandpops in the building. Shout out OG8, bro.
OG8.
It was mixtapes being
Shout out
dropped
to
in
all
goodie
my
bags.
uncles, man. Labib, Cali, you know,
that was
Musa,
nice.
you know, all my uncles, bro. Like, shout out to y'all, man.
It was a good night. It was a good night.
Definitely was.
But anyway, though, you know, again, like you said,
I drifted on that.
Yeah,
You
you
lie.
did.
I was off.
Somewhat of a clout chaser.
Yeah, he's a bit of a clout chaser to me,
Man,
bro.
dude.
To me, you know, again, like I said, it was a feeble attempt done just about a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago. That didn't get the attention that you wanted. So now you're willing to put this family in the way of all this bullshit so you can get some albums. So to me, that's what it seemed like.
Yeah, man.
You've been over there,
you know what I'm
Yeah, 'cause
saying?
you could have kept
Eating
that
a
shit to
hamburger
yourself,
helper
man.
and shit, probably.
Nah,
Yeah,
but you just
bro,
could have
like-
kept that shit to yourself, man. Like that
If you
ain't shit.
enter, so now the question is this. So now we always like to transition into our way of thinking, or a question we can
Bringing
pose
it
to
home.
the people, right?
Bringing it home.
Posing it to the people, right? I understand. I've been in some relationships, bro. I've been in some long-term relationships, right? Where things may need a little
boosting up.
boosting or
Spice.
spice. Put a little extra spice.
Add a little something to
a little
this,
garlic pepper
to the recipe.
Yeah, right. So I've been, and it's been my thought, like, okay, yeah, you know, a guy is gonna always kind of try to play that move, like, look, let's
bring another
bring
woman
another
in.
female into the situation,
Right.
right, in the mix, right. But I don't think men, because I can say until this situation, I hadn't really thought about it like this, but I don't think we understand the secrecy that really should go into something like that. Like, you're asking somebody a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy had no business giving all the information that was going on with this people's marriage, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You would think
asking a
that
lot.
if that's the case, NDA would have been involved. To be honest with you,
Good point.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with
A
you.
non-disclosure agreement.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. You would
That's
think
real,
that's the case,
Santi.
Right.
That's real. And also, even to common people, if we out here playing like this in the streets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't that be something that someone signed? Because I mean, listen, it's a lot of times people creep out. You know what I'm saying? And the next thing you know, someone is trying to tell you they're gonna give you an unannounced pop-up at your
Can we
house.
get a hood NDA?
Because
There
old girl
should be a
did it.
hood NDA.
They gonna pop up at the crib.
They are threatening you, telling you, hey, I'm gonna pull up at your crib because I'm gonna start stalking you soon.
That shouldn't be acceptable at no time.
Never, bro.
Never.
No time.
It's crazy.
Never.
But people act off emotions, and especially when they go into a situation like that.
Yeah, but you know what?
You might have decided to be a third in somebody's relationship,
On the flip side,
and that shit goes left because somebody caught feeling some type of way.
Not only that, too, you could use this relationship to possibly catapult or give you a trajectory upward in what you doing.
So your motive, whatever your
So
motive
you
is,
have a
right?
motivation to better yourself off of, you're kind of living off of them.
Right.
It's not enough for you to be able to dip and dive into the pleasures that you've had with one said Jada Pinkett Smith. Now you want to financially gain off of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest though, man. To me, it makes the entire situation, as far as the brand of the Smiths, it makes that entire situation look bad. I have my own feelings.
Whether it's true or not,
It's just
the damage is done.
The damage is done. The fact is, you've been around this guy. There's plenty of pictures that have been able to been taken. Like, y'all did not protect y'all situation.
but what if it could have been a secret? Like, you know what I'm saying? What if he allowed everything? If it so-called went on and he allowed everything to go on, why would you leak that?
It had been a
Personal
secret.
gain.
up until this point.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, why would you want to fucking leak that, bro?
For personal gain.
But it's for personal gain. You don't know. We don't know.
And that's the sad part about it.
Let's just say that this was happening.
He worse than Tekashi.
Let's say this was happening.
No, Tekashi.
And
Bitch ass.
Jada them had actually been bankrolling him.
Yeah.
And now they're like, this is no longer. We're no longer dealing with you on that level.
So
bankrolling is done.
Yeah.
Alleged, or this is the?
No, I'm just saying. Say the scenario.
Wow.
We're no longer you and Jada's no longer dealing. We're no longer bankrolling you. So now, okay, you like, okay, I'm not getting no bread from this.
See, that's weak, man.
Now let me find a way to get a little shine, maybe a little bread, because he gonna get something. He got publicity now. He got a trajectory going.
That shit weak.
I honestly feel like the relationship that he damaged to get whatever publicity he's got
is much worse.
It's far worse. Like you have damaged the relationship and tarnished the name. Like honestly, like
publicize that shit, bro.
Anyway, this whole thing is bad. I think the whole crew would agree, bro. Like we are not co-signing that. We don't respect it at all. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I can't.
I'll go even further. To me, bro, because again, it's a lot of things for me is about learning and trying to be a better person, bro. A threesome was a push of mine. You know what I'm saying? That was some shit that I believed in for a long time, like trying to get that shit popping.
Right.
But considering this, we talk about again inviting other people into your bedroom after this type of shit, and maybe due to my age, bro, like I'm cool on that shit.
Right.
I really don't.
On a random.
Right.
To be honest
Las
with
Vegas experience.
I don't think you can really at this point. I don't think I could pull it off.
A threesome, physically.
Oh, physically I could pull it off. There's no issue.
Go on, Hugh.
I do what I do.
Go on, Hammer man.
Oh, boy.
But no, you saying on the mental aspect of it, just everything that comes with it. We gotta consider everything that comes with it.
I couldn't pull it off if it was parties involved or both parties that are involved. I personally know.
See, what's good with you though, bro?
High as a motherfucker.
You good?
That's
you feeling
the
good?
problem.
Let me tell you something.
It.
Let me tell you something, bro. We appreciate you coming down. It was important, I think, for us to put you in front of the people again.
Yeah, for sure.
So we doing that, man. Like,
for sure.
What do you think about the love we've gotten on, you know what I'm saying, the Detox page and shit? I'm sure y'all, I'm gonna tell you, I know y'all niggas been into the inbox because it's certain messages that should be coming to me in the inbox, and niggas is done going in and see these messages and ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Let me know.
You also have your own page though.
Yeah, but I'm saying if my people want to jump into the inbox and talk to me in the inbox, I should be able to get that message though, right?
You do get the message.
Anyway, people.
But we also get it.
I vent it. But like I was saying, how do you feel about the love that we're getting on the Detox page?
I really appreciate the love.
Yeah.
And it's really expanding and getting bigger. And it's going to get bigger than what it is now. But I appreciate the fans and everything. We still got to get at y'all with the t-shirts and everything.
I got another topic though we can delve off into.
Not everybody in the room eat ass, bro.
What?
Yeah, we don't, bro.
Raise your hand if you don't eat ass.
Do you even know? But do you even know though? If the lights on,
I just said
never.
Sucker. So I catch the album.
Real fast, let's just speak on big homie rules, OG rules.
Uh-oh.
Or is it even
Uh-oh.
a factor at this point? Do you even look at an OG as a wealth of knowledge or something that you can value?
So it's a great point. I personally, I do. I run into people that have been here before me, even young OGs. There's some younger cats that might have been given some game that can apply to your situation, right? I've run into some cats that I would love to take knowledge from, if you will.
Right.
So yeah, I think you should. I think the generational gap that has always been there, you know what I'm saying? I think that kind of causes us not to follow the homie rule or the big homie rule or whatever. But we need to share that. Like when people talk about our ancestors and us getting game from my ancestors, that's what that is. That's that relationship from somebody that has been here and done that on the same path that you're going down. That's able to give you that power. Like we got to start getting better at that. Yeah. That's my personal opinion. What's your thoughts though?
I believe with age comes wisdom. Period.
For sure.
I do agree with you. Like you can learn almost from anybody or any situation. The situation could have been bad, but you learned that's not what to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? You just got to take the lesson how the lesson is given to you. It could be given to you in a positive manner or a negative manner.
That's real.
But as far as the big homie or the OG rules, it's just like, thinking back as me being a kid.
Right.
Whatever figure you may have had in your life, me personally, father figure, which could be considered an OG. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You look at I look at the knowledge or the advice or the words that were given to me. It wasn't necessarily I got it, I understood it.
Not at the time, but when you had a chance to come to that crossroads, right?
Okay, so I heard it.
Right, you heard that.
I heard it then.
You know what that is though? It was like a dope ass quotable, right? You heard the quotable, and you knew the words was dope, but until you had a chance to experience it, it didn't really shine on you. Right, he was being given a jewel like that.
You didn't know what I'm saying? You didn't know the definition of everything that was being told to you at the time.
I'm gonna tell you, and I said this shit before. My first rap tape album that I purchased, it was Ghetto Boys, bro. Mind playing tricks on me. You know what I'm saying?
But you didn't know everything they were talking about.
The words was powerful when Scarface said, "Day by day is more impossible to cope." I feel like I'm the one that's doing dope. I knew there was some hard. I just knew how he put it together, the poetry of it. I knew it was hard.
Yeah.
When I got older,
to really analyze,
and days started getting harder and harder to cope, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
This shit set me down.
Yeah.
So I totally get what you're saying, bro. Yeah. Your pops gave you a lot of jewels coming up.
You didn't know when they were going to come in handy.
How I would say, because I know we've talked about experiences your pops had, right? I would say quotables. Your pops gave you some real quotables, bro. Mm-hmm. Your granddad.
Yes, for real.
Bro, I know these stories. You understand?
Right.
Bro, like, in that, and even in the black household, bro, like that's almost all we have, bro. We don't have.
These weren't just words; they were lessons learned.
Bro. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna say your dad or your granddad. You told me something. I never forget this shit. You said somebody asked your granddad or your dad if they were going to
my granddad,
either their best friend or somebody that they jammed with a funeral. Mm-hmm. And your granddad said, "Shit, I ain't going to his funeral. Shit, is he coming to mine?"
Real talk,
bro. Me? When you said, I'm like,
damn.
He ain't coming to his.
Right, because he already gone.
He's not coming, bro. I'm like, that's a quotable, bro. That's some shit.
For real.
That's some shit. Hey, bro, all we can do is leave ours with that, bro.
And you can take it. You can take it literally for the words he just said, or you can go deeper and say
figuratively, like, man, is it that important? You know what I'm saying? Is it that important? Or is that?
Because I kick it with him, I fuck with him.
Right. Like, is it that important? Did I not share my time with why are you even?
It's shit's bigger than a funeral.
Yeah. Why are you even asking me this question? Like, man, like, it don't matter what I do.
You can't question our friendship.
That's it, right there. You can't question my love, whether I show up there or not. It might be too much for me to be in that building.